Alright guys, we're back here at Beaver & Son Garage. We're over at the drop-off point. We found the car, of course, you saw that. We came, we conquered. It's on the truck and it's coming off now. So it's hard to, try to get it up on there and everything with one hand and holding the camera with the other. It's just a real pain, and you know what. So first thing you do is you're going to have to get the tension off these chains. We got the safety off already, but we forgot to button the safety up where it goes. We took it off. It goes up and around this mass. And that's how it goes. That's the way Mr. Wilson wants it, so we do it the way we're taught, the way we're told. That way there's no, no complaints. Check out that Porsche. That's cool. Turbo Porsche. It's probably like a 924 or something, maybe. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna roll it back a little bit, tilt it, get the pressure off these chains here, and then take them off. So we're gonna roll it back. We're gonna tilt it. We're going to lift the winch back a little bit. Then we're going to pop these chains off here. It's really difficult with one hand to do this job. I get it done. So, I told you guys before, you want to be a tow truck driver? Think twice. This is not for the faint of heart, people. This thing the cable could break on this winch right now. And of course it does have a flat tire, but this thing could roll over top of it. And if it does, there's nobody out here to save it. So, safety is a must, And even when safety is a must, it still could go wrong. So, think twice before you want to be a tow truck driver. This could cost you your life. The two most dangerous jobs in the world: number one, lumberjacking; number two, tow truck driving. Two of the most dangerous. So we're going to put the mast down, up the tilt. We're going to tilt it all the way down so that hits the ground. Now the truck can't upset. And we'll roll back. Now, if we didn't have a flat tire, this would be easy. This is going to be a little difficult because of the flat tire. So we're probably going to raise it up a little bit more and get a little bit more tilt on it. And then we're going to winch and let the winch just basically go, It's not going to be easy because that tire is going to, being it's flat, it's going to give me trouble. See, right there. It already, stopped right there. So, yeah, it's going to give me problems. I knew it would give me problems. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, so we'll have to try to shake it off. And let's go a little bit. Trying to get the bed to connect with that front tire and then push it forward. Yeah, not much happened. So we may have to, you know, cheat. And there, we did it. You know, it's a pain in the ass when you got a flat tire. You know, get one to roll, because duh, one tire's flat. So, but we did it. We came, we conquered. You know, we're gonna roll the bed up. We're gonna tilt the bed all the way up. We're gonna put our tools away. Don't delay, and head on back to the shop. Get our money. So. And we're glad we got this one done. You know, this job is not for, they keep telling you guys, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for, wimps. This job can be dangerous. It's the second most dangerous job in the world for a tow truck driver. Somebody could run you over, you're hooking up, they can run across your tow cable, you can get hurt doing this. I've been lucky. I don't think I've ever been hurt doing this. I remember. I've got my pocketbook hurt because I worked with some people that cheated you. Thank God I'm working for Mr. Wilson, who's honest, and he, takes care of me. So there it is. Wreckers all put back together, car's there, and we're out of here. So we've done our job. Car's dropped off at the right location. I was telling you that let me turn this music down. I don't have any copyrights on that, so. But I was telling you guys, you have to be part, bounty hunter. You have to be part tracker. Not just finding it, but then finding where it's going. So I never talked to the customer. I had not a clue, who this man was, or who the lady was, and who the customer was, and who the people that were repairing. This is a repair facility, body shop. So I haven't talked to any of them. All I have was right here. This piece of paper. It gives me a name, a car, color, Gale, phone number, address, and that's it. So that's what I have. That's my worksheet. That's and here's my office. So here's my paperwork, my pampers. Here's my paperwork, and this is my office. So there's my air conditioning right there. That's my air conditioning. The air conditioning doesn't work. But, Mr. Wilson to do only what he gets. Was buy me a new truck. And we appreciate Mr. Wilson. So, it's not like we don't appreciate this man. So we're going to pop the emergency brake off. We're going to shove in the PTO. And we're going. We're rolling. So we're going to, roll. We're rolling. Just like my cousin said, let's roll, And he was, I think a good cousin of mine, Todd Beamer. And he was on that flight 93. And his last words that were heard said was, let's roll. Of course, they probably had some other words that too after that, And him and 4 or 5 other guys, I think 4 other guys, tried to overtake the hijackers on that fateful day of September 11, 2001, during the 9/11 attacks. So, I didn't personally know him. I think I've seen him when he was a baby. They had a Beamer reunion, and he was there, and he was an infant. So, I really didn't know Todd. I know he had a wife, like 3 kids, and she was, met with the Bush administration, Mr. George W. Bush, or Ace Bush. I think it was W. I think Ace was already gone, so George W. Bush. He acknowledged her and her, husband's, attempt to save the flight along with the other men. And so yeah, 9/11 was a real critical day in the history of the United States. It started a war with the Al-Qaeda, Osama bin Laden, they finally got his ass years after the 9/11. Payback, payback. He got his, And everybody that's, does shitty shit to people, are going to get dirt, So we're back on the road with the Bonneville, with the bounty hunter. I'm thinking about the Bonneville. We went to the Bonneville yesterday. My son's Bonneville. We untarped it, uncovered it, let it air out, checked the car out. It's one of our favorite cars at the house. 66 Bonneville convertible that I wanted that car for some 30 years, and my son ended up buying it, so it's his car, but I get to play with it, I get to drive it, I love the car, and I'm still so concerned about this car over the winter. It sat outside all winter long, and I've never had it sit outside since we've owned it. I've always had it in some kind of carport or garage or something, and it made it. It's not hurt, it's not damaged, it's not messed up. It doesn't look like any rodents got in it, so thank God for the Bonneville, survived this winter. 3 tarps over top of it, with a truck liner out of a pickup truck bed, covering on the top of the broken convertible top. So we're on 133 in Williamsburg. We're heading back to Bethel, Ohio, to drop the truck off and get our loot. And so, it's a job. You guys don't want to do this, I'm telling you. If you do, more power to you. I hope you have a good trainer, because you're not just going to jump in a tow truck and somebody's going to put you in it. You're going to have a trainer, and hope the tow driver that trains you, is good and can teach you all the ins and outs of this job. This job is just, a dangerous, treacherous job. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for pussies, okay? This job's it's a man's job, There's some women that can do it. I've seen some women that are just tough as nails. But, you're not going to get some prissy ass girl out here, I don't want to break it down, No, those girls ain't going to do this job. Because you're going to break it down. You're going to get beat up, you're going to get tore up, you're going to feel like, you've been on a roller coaster ride too long, especially if you're driving a standard shift truck like this one is. Yeah, your legs are going to bother you, your arms are going to bother you, from shifting and clutching, all day long, You're going to go home the next day, you're going to wake up, what did I do? Your left leg's going to bother you, your right arm's going to bother you, from clutching and shifting. And that's part of the job, if you're driving a standard shift. Now, of course, automatic would be this sweet, deal, but I'll be honest with you, I've accustomed to a standard shift tow truck, and sometimes you need to, put it in different gears, low range and whatnot for pulling hills and stuff, and automatic just really, it's not going to get it. I mean, you can get it in low gear, and it might be okay, but from low to second, there's nothing like a standard, truck from first to second. You're low, and then you're low, so the first gear is like low, second gear is like still low. So I really like a standard shift route. There's nothing like it in the world, There's nothing compares to it. This is a 97 International, maybe 96, 97, I can't remember. I think it's 96. And it's an S model, 4700. It's under the CDL limits. So there's no, Class B CDL license, which I do have that, needed for this truck. So you can drive it. Anybody that has a regular passenger, not a passenger, regular driver's license, I got a CDL with a passenger endorsement, Class B, school bus endorsement, because I used to work on school buses, and they wanted me to be licensed to, drive one. If one broke down, I had to go take the driver on a spare bus. Then I had to fix the broken down bus and drive it back into the shop. And that was just part of the job. So I ended up being trained to be a school bus driver. And those people are very highly skilled to be a school bus driver. You have to be, on top of things, I mean, you got to drive the bus. You got all that stuff to worry about. Kids on the bus arguing and fist fighting on the bus. You got to be a disciplinarian. You got to be able to break up a fight. You know, I wouldn't want to be a bus driver. I told him to begin with, you know, I'm not going to be a driver. You know, I said, well, why need you? No, I'm not. I'm not going to be a driver. You're not going to stick me in there with about 60 kids on the bus screaming and fighting and arguing about the radio station and not having the radio, and, you know, arguing about this and arguing about that, throwing paper, hitting you in the back of the head when you're trying to drive. You know, I don't have any patience for somebody else. I can deal with my kid. I can't deal with other people's kids. So there you go. So now we're back into Bethel, and we're junction of 125 and 133. So we're on 133. That's a famous store right there. That's the Ben Franklin nickel and dime. So 5 and dime. You know, try that today. Try go in that store and try to find something for a nickel or a dime. You're not gonna find it. There's nothing in there for a nickel or a dime. Let me tell you. Me and my son went in and bought some models. We paid big money for that model. And our friend Steve Leonte does a lot of model videos. And I tell you what, Steve, they got some cool models. Ben Franklin in Bethel, Ohio. If you ever get out here, you know, stop in there, check out their stuff. You know, they are high, but you know, everything's high nowadays. So here we are coming back towards the shop. Here's a famous, they made a movie here, Wishers Oil and Tires right there. They had a movie that was shot right there. And one of the famous guys, Paul, I can't think of his name, Paul Rogers, nah, that's the same thing. He was there, and so there's Frisch's, there's Skyline, CBS, and there's a bank over there, there's Bethel Tire right there. And that's where we're going. We're going back to the shop, and you've got to jump in the center lane, and sometimes somebody beats you right down the middle. And boy, I tell you what, when that happens, it's scary. I mean, it's scary. Somebody jumps right in the middle lane with you. Ooh. We're waiting to cross over. And we're in the where we're at. So there we are back at good old Bethel Tire, Wilson Auto and Truck. We're home. So our job is done. You know, we got our job done. We can't park the wrecker because some idiots are blocking me. So it's pretty sad that you know, they don't know how to park around here. So we're gonna end the video here, guys. And we appreciate you. I don't know how I'm gonna get my record in there. I guess I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it parked. You've gotta be very good at, you know, what you do, you know. And I'm very, very good at what I do. I tell you what, I'm the best driver there ever was. There's nobody better, you know, at this other than the boss, maybe himself. You know, I can't compete with the boss, you know. I could, but what's the point, you know? He owns the truck, he'll say he did it better, you know. So you gotta look at the mirrors, you gotta pay attention to what you're doing. And I'm trying to do this and, you know, shoot a video at the same time. So I've upped him one where he's not done this. He's not tried a video and, you know, drove the truck. You know, it's dangerous as it is, you know, driving the truck and then shooting a video too. So, and I parked it in the massive parking spot. And this is a towaway zone. So if you park here, where I'm parking at, and I catch you, I'm going to tow you out of the way. And if everyone knows, you don't park in my spot. You know, I'm the big boy around here. You know, I drive the big boy. Biggest truck here, that's my baby. So I treat it like it's mine, the bounty hunter, and it's mine. When I'm behind the wheel of it, I am responsible for this truck, and I take care of it like I own it. So believe that, you know. You mess with this truck, when I'm behind the wheel of it, you're messing with me. So we gotta get our jump box. It's gotta go inside. And that's it, guys. Whew. So we are definitely, one toe, we're tired. So thank God we don't have more to do. We just had the one. There's been days where I've been out here in this truck and pretty much camped out in it. It's all day, all night, in this truck, and like I said, I've lived here in this office. I've never spent the night here, and I don't want to, but it's a job. So like, tag, share, follow Beamer and Son Garage. Check out our friends Jamie Phillips, Actions Auto Parts. And I told you we'd be doing some more towing videos. You can see, the wire dangling for the truck. This was cruise, and so it doesn't work anymore. I didn't try it, but cool looking 442 there. My boss is out there. Belongs to a friend of his. I'd like to buy that thing. 442. It's the real deal. It's got a 400 in it, probably 400 turbo transmission, and I'd like to have it. And there's where we parked it at. We were up over there, we pulled in, and then we backed it, snaked it in, right there. So that's it, guys. Like I said, like, tag, share, follow my friend Jamie Phillips, Action Auto Parts. Check out Scott Speed Shop's channel, and that's it. So there's Hack 2 Garage. Check those guys out, even though they're not giving me shout outs. I've already challenged Pole Barn Garage, and he's accepted my challenge. At the No Name Nationals, be there or be square, we're going to take on Pole Barn Garage, and also there's a challenge out to Hack 2 Garage in your GTO. I don't know what I'm bringing yet. You don't either. So you'll have to deal. You see what I have. You have to deal with whatever I bring. And I'm not telling you. Could be the little yellow bug I keep talking about. Could be the green machine. Could be the red mock. You won't know until you see it. We'll see you on the next one. Beamer and Son Garage. Bye-bye, guys. See you then. Bye-bye.